Hi, let us now look at how to solve quadratic equations using factorization method. In our previous video, we looked at how to solve or how to find solutions of quadratic equations using graphical method. So after our lesson in this video, we'll also look at the other method, which is known as completing the square method. And finally, we look at the quadratic formula method. So under factorization method, we are told that we use the zero product rule. The zero product rule, it states that if A multiplied by B is equal to 0, this means that A must be 0 or B must be 0. So of course, both can be zeros as well. So this is what we have. So we are going to use the zero method or the zero product method, rule. So it is the same as where you have things like this. Then we have things like that. Then you say it's equal to 0. This is where you equate this one is equals to 0 and this one is equals to 0 and find the values of x. So such are the questions we are going to deal with under the factorization method. Let us now have an example. So let us now look at these examples. We look at these examples where we have example number 1 says, or the example number A is x open bracket x plus 2. X open bracket x plus 2. So our solution for that question will be x open bracket x plus 2, so is equals to 0. So this means that this is the same as saying A multiplied by B. So our this x will be equal to 0, or we'll say x plus 2 is equal to 0. This x has been known. Now let us now find the value of x. So this will be x is equal to 0 minus 2. So x is equal to negative 2. The value of x is negative 2, or x is equal to 0. That is 0 there. So these are the two answers for question number A. Let us try now to work out question number B. Question number B is x minus 3 in brackets, then the other one is x minus 2 in brackets is equal to 0. As long as it is equal to 0, we are going to equate by saying x minus 3 is equal to 0, or x minus 2 is equal to 0. So it will be x is equal to 0 plus 3, or x is equal to 0 plus 2. So x is equal to, the answer there, it will be 3, or x is equal to 2. So these are the two values of x. These are the two values of x. Let us go to question number C. We now go to question number C. Question number C is x squared minus 36 is equal to 0. So this, it can be worked out in two ways. Remember, we looked at the difference of two squares in under the topic known as algebra of grade 10. So 36, it is the same as saying the 6 squared, because 6 squared is 36. So this can be written as minus 6. Then again you come to x plus 6, which is equal to 0. So we are going to have x minus 6 is equal to 0, or x minus x plus this other one, x plus 6 is equal to 0. So we are going to have x is equal to 0 plus 6, or x is equal to 0 minus 6. So this is what we have, 0 minus 6. So therefore our values of x is the values of x. So this is what we have. So we are going to have 0 plus 6, it is 6, or x is equal to 0 minus 6. The answer is negative 6. So this is what we have. These are the answers we are getting. What else? This one can also be done as x squared. You just get this 36 goes to the other side. So it will be 0 plus 36. So we have x squared is equal to 36. Once we reach this stage now, we are going to square root both sides. It is just a square root. So square root there, and also this other side you square root it. So our x will be square root of 36 is, this is the answer, positive or negative 6. So x is positive 6 or x is negative 6. So whichever method you feel like using, such kind of questions, you can use it. You'll still get the same answer. As long as this term, the constant one, it is a perfect square. It is a perfect square, such as 4, 9, 16, or 1. What else? 16, 25, 36, 47, is it 49, 50, 56, could be 56 or 60, not 56, but 64, 81, 100, 144. It continues 121. So those are the perfect squares. So let us look at example number D. Question number D, it is like this. So when the question is like this, it is not equal to 0. So we can't use the zero product rule. So we have to move this one to the other side, and this has to be expanded. What am I trying to say? I'm saying we expand this one by saying m times m, it will be m squared, then minus m times 3, it will be 3m. Then this one will go to this side, it will be minus 40, then is equal to 0, because there's nothing which has remained that side. To the other side, there is nothing which has remained. When we reach this point now we can factorize. Remember, we looked at algebra where we looked at product, sum, and factor. So what is the product here? It is 1 multiplied by negative 40, and the answer is negative 40. Our sum is 3 or negative 3. Now what will be our factors? Two numbers, when you multiply them, you get negative 40, but when you add them, you get negative 3. So these numbers are 8 and 5, because 5 times 8, it is 40. Now which one will be negative? The one which will be negative is 8, because negative 8 plus 5, it will give us negative 3. So where there is 3m, it will be replaced by this. I mean 3. Not 3m, but negative 3, it will be replaced by these two factors with their signs. So we are going to have m squared minus 8m, then plus 5m minus 40 is equal to 0. So we factorize this one and this one separate. So our m is common. We are going to remain with m there minus 8. Which one is common there? The 5 is common, so remain with the m minus m minus 8 is equal to 0. Why minus 8? Because 5 into 40, it goes 8. So when we reach here, now we are going to have, since this and this are common, you just pick one and also factorize this. So it will be m plus 5, this and this one here. Then you are going to say m minus 8, it is equal to 0. When we reach here now, that's where now we can equate. So we're going to have m plus 5 is equal to 0, or m minus 8 is also equal to 0. Because of space, I'll bring my work there. So this one, now we are going to have m is equal to 0 minus 5, or m is equal to 0 plus 8. So our m will be negative 5, or our m will be positive 8. So these are the two values of m. We have found the values of m. Coming to question number E. Question number E, it is x squared plus 5x plus 12. It is the same as this stage of this question number D. So the way we did this one, so meaning when you reach at this stage, just look for the product, sum and factor, then you continue, otherwise you are going to find the answer for that question. Thank you so much. We end here so that we go to our next video, which is under solve quadratic equation by using completing the square method. Thank you.